Testing. Go up, peeps. There. They should be down here in the next 15 minutes or so. Hi. How we all doing? Just reshuffling the cards. That was me that did it. So if you see that, that was. Time you saw us, we were at the orifice. Still working on the PC, guys. Need to get a new graphics card. So, some new things for Twitch. Soon, the affiliate program, if I'm understanding correctly, won't matter anymore because they're giving out monetization for everybody. So for those people that have been struggling, make affiliate, much like I'm struggling to make partner myself. Won't be an issue no more. You'll get subs, you'll get bits. I don't know exactly what they're going to do with the needs for affiliate though. I'm pretty sure it's going to be something. Eventually, we're going to get the PC down in here. I can manage it. Enough cameras, so we have different angles. That's if I can manage it. I got to buy some different cameras and stuff. Or what I might do, I might put my DSLR on my setup at home. One of those cameras. Buy one more. And go from there. If Leon could find the full spectrum one, we can do much like we did at Horror Fists, where I was using that phone right there. But we will see. Yes, I'm fully aware that I'm talking to myself. Or am I? That's the question. You're in here, don't be scared. Say hi, say hello. Here for the show, people. Please. Now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and everything else in between. Leon will be coming downstairs.
Comfortable? Ooh. That's boogie boogie vibe. All right. Is anybody sensitive?
Yeah, the two of us are.
Oh, good. Did you feel it when you walked in here? That's how it sounds like.
Yeah, a little jolt.
Yeah.
Jolt.
A little bit. I think they're here tonight. I usually have a Tesla to crank up this Tesla coil, send sparks, and lightning out all over the place, and run it until the whole thing guys. And it blew up during the work. Did you guys go to work?
No.
Thought for sure some of you did it from the work. We talked to like 1,000 people. All right. Yes. The visual activity usually takes place by the stairway or by the doors of the we used to open this up because the storage room was a couple of us have seen a full body operation a couple of times. And we need to close now because and I promised the owner of the place that I would I'm not going to deal with it. Last 2 weeks, people have been scratched. Me, which is surprising, and then one of my guests. All scratches. So if you feel burning sensation, let us know, because you're probably being scratched. Stop it, too late. But at least we can see, show it off. All right, so the type of activity, the type of visual stuff we see is not usually like normally see is shadows, and it's just like shadow movement. I like a shadow person. I don't think, maybe a long time ago I saw one, but I've seen them in the front of the room here, and I've seen that area right there, over here, and also in the corner. Now, we're not going to hang herself, but just on the other side of the wall. That's okay. Not the world. So yes, that's what we normally see. So you watch out for the black shadows kind of moving around. Also look for like the sort of light gray stuff. Light gray. Sometimes you'll see shapes, almost like a human type of shape, which you really can't make out. We've seen them on the stairs right there. Now, with our sensitive person, she figured out because that area right there is super good. A girl or a lady, young lady named Heidi, was either kicked violently down the stairs or pushed down. When she got to the bottom, hit her head, hemorrhage. Some sensitives can pick up on it. Oh, did it? What side? You're sensitive. Let's see what else. We've had that door, those doors get like, only happened one time. We went out there to see who did it. That chair right there, if you sit in that chair, you may feel like somebody's. One of the things is we are live streaming. Disrupt. You're fine. Let's see. All right, equipment. So we have mini mag lights set up. We have one over there. We have one there. There. On the pool table. You'll notice on top of the cabinet, there's a little silver or a plastic ball. That's called a cat ball. And it's a cat. We move it, but like that. Don't ever put one of those in your back seat at night when you're driving, because you think you're getting pulled over. Where's that? Oh, I know it's coming after me. K2s. We have K2s. So I promised. All right, I'm gonna hand out a couple of these.
Now, where are the electrical spots in the room though? To stay away from?
This whole freaking area.
Because that will set it off
Oh,
by
yeah.
itself.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 'cause we've had one.
Um,
I know we just had to move them away from anything electrical, or it would just be false.
And all the rest of them.
we got plenty. We got 3 more. So. I got one more.
Here.
Now, you see them on TV all the time using these things to communicate. You'll see right now yours is probably on yellow or orange. Right? Oh, it's on green. They're a little bit, and they're directional. Wherever you're pointing them is what they're reading. A lot of electricity in this back part of the room. So it's going to be all the way up at yellow most of the time. When it goes to red, that you get excited. Your phone will set it off. Within about 18 inches, you'll see so within about 18 inches, we found that's the distance. However, you see them on TV all the time. If you're a demon, make it blink twice. Demon, make it blink twice. Okay. So,
No.
a radio will set it off. It's got a very wide frequency range. 30 hertz and 30,000 hertz. These little radios are right in that range. So if somebody got a radio, a bigger one, but a nice powerful radio, and they're in the room, they'll say, hey, if you're in here, make this blink. Oh, click.
Yes.
Everybody gets excited. You're not mind throwing another team under the bus. They're going to fix stuff. So if you ever see it blink twice, they don't usually do that. It's going to be somebody else. So, yes, okay, the K2s, we also have what is called a Ghost Pro, or Ghost Meter Pro, which is this thing. When the red light's on, that means something. When the right energy is here, that may be paranormal. It may be a spirit. We use 1 blink for yes and 2 blinks for no. That's how we communicate. Here's one of the cat balls. So a lot of energy, you got to move it a lot.
Element.
So he's running Paravox. We found that's one of the better apps to run. It does say things that mean something to us, mean something to the conversation or the questions. So that's kind of, there's a bunch of junk ones out there. One that we found that is pretty good, and it's 50-50. And it's called Ghost Radar. Custom dollar. You know, for the ad-free one. So sometimes we run it. I mean, it's fun. Sometimes it works.
Tones are running on the tablet.
Okay, you got tones running?
Yeah.
So he's running tones. Just basically, can't really hear them. But vocal tones. Not vocal. Musical tones. Anyway.
That's just frequency.
Frequencies, yes. So they're emanating, and the whole idea behind that, the theory behind that, it brings us kind of closer. There you go. And it has the option of running the Lord's Prayer backwards. Yeah, we got in trouble for that. We had some people, you should have warned us, we would have left. The funny thing is, we were doing it one time, and this brother and sister were there, and I said, okay, I'm going to explain to you why we ran the Lord's Prayer backwards. And they said backwards. We were actually saying it with it. Like, it wasn't backwards to us. But we'd use it to flush out any negative spirits or any negative energies that were there, and it usually worked. So this way we could, if we were suspicious that something might have been there, we'd run that, and we all hell would break loose. So at least we knew it was there. Spirit box. This is the spirit box. This thing right here. You guys might see it on TV. Ghost Adventures usually uses it with that little puck thing. This was actually Zach's, by the way. Yeah.
From when you came.
Yeah, from when he came. Yeah, he gives them out. And some kid sold it to me for like $20. They're like $120 now.
Yeah.
And he sold it to me for like $20. He said, some guy gave this to me, he was doing some show. And I'm like,
What? You're like, I'll take that,
I'll buy it. That's the new style. That's what it sounds like. That's noisy. This is like a brand new one. I plug it into this thing. So this is a guitar amplifier. These are guitar pedals. Guitar pedals are like the only thing you can get out there affordable that manipulates sound in some sort of way, cleans it up the way you want it to. So it basically goes into a noise gate, which takes all the static out. I usually leave just a little bit in there for sensitivity. Then it feeds it into a reverb. So now it takes all of those vocal tones, those little, the chatter. Now you can actually understand what it says. So we're gonna run that tonight too, to a certain point. All right, you guys get comfortable. Go over some rules with you real quick. I don't have to. Oh, plenty of seating, comfortable seating. Nice haunted place. Real good place to sit, guys, is here, so you can watch the stairway. Especially you, since you're sensitive.
I don't know. I do have to see it tonight.
All right.
And they're over there hiding.
We're gonna hide. And if you guys want to move around, you can. All right, so rules. Turn your phone on to silent or vibrate. If you make a noise, call it out. Just say that was me. You know, you'll probably hear us say it. It's just kind of normal paranormal investigator type of thing to do. Just so you don't get excited about some bump in the night. It's actually the guy standing next to you.
No whispering.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about whispering. Nobody's going to be recorded.
Right, just, well, we are recording.
We are recording. Anybody going to record audio? Okay. I was going to say, no whisper. If somebody's going to record, we don't whisper because it'll ruin it. It'll sound like an EVP, electronic voice phenomenon. So we don't want to contaminate the evidence. What else? Make a noise, call it out. Don't provoke. We are going to close it out at the end, so enjoy it. Okay. I think that's it. I used to tell people, don't fake anything. We're going to know. So you guys, I'm not going to have to worry about it. It's the Halloween people I have to worry about it. No flashlights are coming on yet. Could be a good thing. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Laser grid. If nobody's, so the laser is right over here. So if nobody's standing near the laser grid and you see the dots kind of disappear, but nobody's there, that means something just passed through it. A couple weeks ago, I had a kid run right by me. I'm like, whose is that? He just ran right. He just ran right through here. I just see the top of his head. Okay.
Okay.
Spirit before we introduce ourselves.
No.
I'm going to tell. I already told you about Magda.
It's like, shut up, Leon.
I know. Magda doesn't like us being down here. She likes her privacy. But there's Johnny. Before this building was built, Johnny and his friend, evidently his friend was playing with a gun and shot poor Johnny. His name was Miguel. He said that he is mad at Miguel, but he forgives him. There's a little kid. So people upstairs were seeing a little girl in a dress upstairs in the lobby. Well, did some research because we found that we heard the name Adam. And there was a little kid coming through, and it sounded like he was about 4 years old. At that age, the boys would wear what appeared to be a dress. probably made diaper changing real easy. And then they'd wear the short pants, and then they'd wear long pants once they hit about 12 years old. So he's down here, or he's here sometimes. You hear a little kid's voice, it could be him. His brother does protect him. He did say that he is afraid to leave because something's out there. We're not sure what that means. He's just scared. Who else do we have? Heidi, we do see her on the stairs sometimes. We believe it's Heidi. We're not real sure. A new one came through last night. Ellie. Was it Ellie?
Yeah, that was in there.
Ellie. So that's when I got scratched. We don't know who it really is. William, the owner, her father, Joe, used to have a friend by the name of William. He was in the Army. After he got out, he got sick. They put him in a VA convalescent home, I guess. Hospice.
Fisher House.
Yeah, like a hospice, basically. And they said he's got 6 months. So Joe would go visit William, and they used to hang out all the time. They go to Juarez to the races. They'd sit down here and drink, and just have a good time, talk story. But then when he got sick, Joe went and visited him. He's like, I got to get you out of here, man. This place sucks. So they brought him here. So he lived in the hotel until he passed away 6 years later. So Bill comes through sometimes. We haven't heard from him for a while. So now, it moved right above your head. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So it's subtle. So when I see it, I'm going to try to point it out to you guys. But once you see it,
No.
once you see it for the first time, you're going to be able to see it after that. This way you know what you're looking for. So I'm going to introduce myself. Hello. Hello. It's Leon. I'm here with Alex.
Hello.
Art and Liz couldn't make it tonight, but I'm here with some friends that want to see you. They want to talk to you.
Yellow.
Hello? Doesn't mean anything. Yeah, yellow. We want to spend a little bit of time with you. We're not asking you to leave. We're not going to make you leave. We're not going to hurt you. You don't have to be afraid of us. We just want to communicate a little bit. So please come out to us. I saw a shadow in that corner. So if we hear noise upstairs, that business, Cafe Rosa or Rose, it's closed. There's nobody in it. We have heard like chairs. Can you let your presence be known? Can you turn on one of the flashlights that we have in the room? You know where they're at? There's one on the table right there, on the pool table. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. And there's one all the way over there. You can turn one of those on if you feel like it. Mini mag lights, Walmart.
Yes.
Yes. You turn them on. I got one in my pocket actually. You turn them on and off by have them set really on. Easy to regulate it. Long enough for the temperature. hot and they turn off. Then explain why they turn on. Come and join us. Heidi, are you here? Just moved right here. Just went that direction like that. Right there. Adam, you want to come play? Out in the kitchen. Very subtle movement.
Very quick.
Brett?
It was kind of in the corner over there. And then also saw it.
Oh, we're waiting for him. We're at the Gateway Hotel. Gateway Hotel wasn't as disgusting as the soda, but it still had like dirt floors, asbestos, all around the pipes. I mean, they had passed their inspection. They still look nasty. On occasion, we had seen this. Blueprint, right? She's probably about 5 foot 9. These guys heard noise down the hall. It was like around the corner. And so Alex grabbed one of the guests. Come on, let's go find out what's going on. Make sure it's not like a living person. They went around the corner, and all of a sudden, what happened? I saw it. Me. Had no legs. It was just the top half. Wearing like a Victorian. Like, yeah, that's I believe that. We've seen it before. Everybody. They chase full body apparitions. Huh?
Plenty of them.
Went into the boiler room. I went after him. A bunch of guests came with me. I'm good. I'm glad you're here. You can see there's no way out of this place. Jeez. Several people saw it.
At one time, was talking to himself in the toilet. And he was saying, but we heard people
Talking in there. You couldn't hear it. Hey, you're being pretty quiet tonight. Hey, too? Oh, the ghost meter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, ELF. That thing operates on between 3 and 10 hertz. There's nothing in this building that could make that. Steady. Let's see if you can do this. Red. Okay, can you show me 2 blinks? 2 blinks is gonna mean no. 2 blinks, please. 1, can you show me 2? Don't show me 2. Go blink, blink. Just tell it no. Now, you want. Now we do have the little toys that blink. You can play with those also. Make those light up. That's pretty special. You know where they're at? There's one right here. I'm gonna make it blink so you can see it. Pretty. Crap out of it. There's one up there. One over there. One up there. Yep. Black orb.
Solve.
Oh. Well, we are trying to solve the mystery here. But where the heck you guys are tonight? Feel your energy when we walked in. Want to talk on the radio? I was in that corner by the front door. Visual activity live. It's gonna be kind of noisy. Get the static out. Hello? Hello? Careful. You know, we touched it. Concrete floor. Thank you for that. Can you turn on that flashlight next to it? It was going crazy in that same area. Some of you guys might be familiar with the REM pod, the proximity sensor. We had a REM pod, we had the cat ball, we had the flashlight. All three all three going nuts. When Alex went to pick everything up at the end, shut everything off, that cat ball wasn't even on. Took it apart and everything. See what the hell?
Actually, I think it was that one.
That one, it's the rattling one.
Oh. It's almost good.
Thank you for that. Who turned that on? Hear him say me. What's your name? What's your name? Static back in.
That's too much.
Just leave a little static in there for sensitivity. It doesn't block everything. Who turned that on? What's your name? Who's here? Kim? Bill? Are you here, Bill? Okay. Hello, Bill? It's been a couple of months, but I talked to Joe. I told him I'd reach out to you. See how you're doing. You doing okay? You doing okay, Bill? Good. Do you like what they did with the place?
No.
Really? I'm asking Bill. Bill worked here too when he was younger. Hey, Bill, did you work here before you went in the Army or after? Did you work in the Gardner Hotel before or after the Army? So when you're communicating like this, you have to be careful how you ask things. One of our investigators was real bad about. Yeah, it was Rick. It was Rick. He was real bad about asking questions like, "Do you not want us to be here?" It's like, how do you answer that? Right? So you have to be careful how you ask questions. And when you're speaking, you're communicating with, say, older spirits. Most of them won't know what a cell phone is. So we just call it a gadget. So, which brings me to this, to the spirits. We have a couple gadgets here. One of them you can actually communicate on, which is this thing. This pretty thing. It says solve. It says yes or no. I know somebody's doing it, but you can put, yes, okay. You can put words into that. And we'll read the words, or we'll hear the words. So we're making sure the cards are really, really sharp. Mark. Anybody here named Mark? Yeah? So one of you guys named Mark? is Mark here? Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Mark. Haven't heard your name here before. How many of the dead are here? How many spirits are here? Somebody said 3. It's usually 8. Would you like to play a card game? That blink, yes. I usually ask, have you heard any numbers? But I ask for numbers, so they said it. All right, so what we're going to do, we are going. Okay. We're going to hand out some cards. This is how long they stick with this one. Okay, first of all, when you get a card, hold it like that. Don't let anybody see it. Don't look at it. We don't want to influence what you do. Okay? Don't look at it. When I come to you, hold the card out, face down, kind of like that. So nobody sees it. Oh, sorry. Like that. Choose a card. Choose a card. Yeah. I like you guys to hear what they're saying. This way, you don't think I'm trying to. It's only numbers and aces. All of these cards.
I'm just taking one, okay, thank you.
I'm going to point at a card. You tell me what the number is on the card. If you get it right, it goes in your pile. If you get it wrong, it goes in our pile. It's like living versus the dead kind of game. Okay, random, we're going to start with yours. What is this card? Okay. 3, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a 9. That goes in our pile. 3 squares. You're 7? Okay. Okay, if the next card is 7, I'll freak out. Yes. What's this card? All right, you saw it. What is it? No. You saw it. What is it? No. You know what? It's a 4. And you still got it wrong. Another one. 6. Oh, That's a 2. Oh my gosh.
They're not.
Did you say darn it? All right, so this is scanning AM stations. It's 3 channels per second, right? 3, not 4. So AM channels, so some people don't know it, but AM channels, they can't see enough. Come off this. This one.
Oh, it's a,
Okay. What's this one? Right here.
really their case. Boys.
1.
One.
That's a 10.
What?
That was the first one.
You can have that.
10.
You can have that one.
All right, that's yours.
Horse.
All right. Let's go jump all the way over here to yours. What's this one? What is a 1? Did you say flip? What is this one again? We'll turn it up just a little bit. We heard 1 the first time, right? Did you hear it?
Yes.
Go ahead. 7. You hear 7? Oh, we did hear it 7. All right, we'll dig that one to them. There's a real quiet 7. Can't cheat them.
Why they shoot us all the time?
I know. 3 to 2. We're beating you. What's this card? What's the number? So I like to try to get really clear answers because sometimes, the green needle thing, sometimes you're pretty sure it was a number. Like that, 3. That was pretty solid. Oh, you guys are terrible tonight. Very good. What's this number?
Yes.
Clear. Have to be sure. I want you to win. That's 8. All right. Nice job. What's the name? Okay. Solid. Okay. What's this one right here? Nice and solid. We need to hear it nice and loud. Clear. Clearly. What is this one? It's being funny then. What is this one? Flip it? No, you gotta tell us what the number is before we flip. Come on. We got, after this one, we got 2 more cards. I want you to win. If you win, I'll give you $1. Alright, so what numbers have we heard? Other than 20. I can't tell. It's solid enough. Same voice over several frequencies. Okay. Now can you see it? I don't know. 8? I did not hear it too. Did you just think shit? Okay, next to last card. You got one, right? What is this card right here? En español se te quiere. 10. Another 10, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot. It's an ace. Didn't give enough time. Dang. All right, Alice has got one more card right here under the cat ball, under the toy. What's that one? Or 8? And 6. What? We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. 8. We'll play poker. Just a 2. Well, we won. However, toss these in there. Let's try something. Yellow again. We're gonna try something. Last card tricks, or whatever you want to call it. So Alice is gonna spread the cards out. You tell us what are we gonna draw? What numbers are we gonna draw?
9.
Right. You tell us, and we're gonna take the cards. Letter 8 again? Eight, 7, 4. No. Suck today. One more time. Give us a number. 4.
One number.
3. 4 and a 3. 6.
4, 3, and 6. Okay. Ace.
Ace, 8. Total of 9. Dang. Terrible this time.
You're fired.
Sometimes if we do like 5, we get all 5 right. So, not often, but they get a lot of them right. I tell you, the very first time we were doing this, I was using a very rudimentary spirit box. I said, hey, look, this thing. I said, I pulled a card out and said, what is this card? It said, Ace of Spades. Clear as day. Wait, you sure? That's pretty specific. Yes, it said, I flipped it over, Ace of Spades. Everybody's freaking out. I'm like, well. You guys have heard a lot of numbers come out in the end. At first it was, kind of hard to understand. We're getting a little bit of information. And we're asking, and now we're asking for numbers. A lot of numbers are coming out. So the context is there. It's very difficult to get straight information out of students. Like when we were looking for that grade.
Oh, we're looking for that grave, yeah.
Like,
It's right there.
where's it at? And he said, you see it. Come to find out, we were moving actually in the opposite direction. They were telling me it was behind me 6 feet instead of in front of me 6 feet. It wasn't the exact guy we were looking for, but it was the right guy. Go ahead, so. All right, so how many of you guys, how many of you, I'm talking to the spirits, how many of you guys lived here before this hotel was here? I don't want a number, just say me. Okay, that screaming was outside. Now inside. I haven't seen you turn yet. What's going on with you guys? Who is that? Is that Adam? How you doing, mijo? That wasn't Adam. Adam? ¿Eres mexicano? ¿Eres dónde? Look. Here. ¿Cuántos niños? Jóvenes. How many children are here? Did say 5? Real underneath. 2. I had to, obviously, kind of messy. But I mean, we've been using it for 10 years, so why it's beat up. Try the tone. The tone. Oh, the gain. Try to turn up the gain. Might be okay. Some of those quiet ones. Game, yes. We're hearing kids talk to us, children. We just can't understand you. You want to come join us? You want to touch somebody in here? Somebody in here, in this room, the basement, where the pool table is. Did you guys get the candy? There should be candy inside there. Yes, you did? Okay. The cigarettes are not for the children.
Oh, man.
Judge now. And then it said, man,
Oh.
I don't think that was a thing back then.
Maybe it was.
All right, so I think there are, let me turn it down for a second. I think there are 2 English-speaking radio stations in El Paso. Yeah, they're both, well, 690 and then, yeah, I think there's 3. 2 sports stations and 690. Yeah, something like that. Most of the stations play Mexican music. I think that's it. I think that's mostly what they play. But if we start off in English, they pretty much stick with English. I mean, we can reach out in Spanish. Does everybody speak Spanish? No? Okay. You do, you just don't know it. Does anybody speak a language other than Spanish or English? Well, he speaks German.
You speak German?
So, the interesting thing is, like I said, it's all English or Spanish on the radio stations here. But we've got German. We had a lady that spoke fluent Russian, and she asked questions in Russian. I couldn't understand it. But what I did hear coming out of the box was da, a few times da, you know, which basically is yes in Russian.
That's what I said earlier.
You did say da. You do know Russian?
I know, that's not me.
Oh, okay. Some of the good words.
Yeah.
But,
Sliva. We had a guest from China one time, and she said that it said excuse me in Chinese. She didn't say it was Cantonese or whatever, but she said it was Chinese. Very interesting. We had somebody from, where was she from? Netherlands. They did not speak back to her in Netherlands. Language. They did not speak, didn't answer her when she spoke. We've heard French, Latin. We're not playing the card game anymore.
no, the card is off. I took them all. They're late to the party.
Would anyone like to ask them a question? Gotta have a simple answer, as you can tell. But if you guys like to ask them a question, if they feel like answering, they will. So we learned a lot about, I guess, the near after by asking them questions. So I'll ask one. When you died, Did you see a light that felt like it wanted to pull you into it? No.
You said no.
You're the first person I've talked to that said no. Yeah, the affirmative, yeah. The convalescent home on the other side. Okay, that's a good question to ask. If you're sick and you die, do you go into a sort of convalescence for a while? Like a hospital in the afterlife? Yes? Does it depend on how sick you are? That's how long you'll stay there. It depends. Good job. Is it to make you strong so you can defend yourself from evil? Said the E word, probably shouldn't have said that. Is Johnny here? Is Johnny here tonight? Yeah. Hi, Johnny. Is Mark still here? He left? He's here. He left? What's that? Can you leave this building by yourself? I don't know. Let me stretch that out. It's a motorcycle. Let's see what else. Do we glow? You glow? Do we glow a color when you look at us? I looking at my yellow. You say yellow? So wait. Fast. Asked them before. Is they said okay, and that we glow like we are aura or whatever. Shimmer. So did you say shimmer? Because that's kind of how I see you guys every once in a while, like a shimmer. Or do we have a shimmer coming off? Do we have a shimmer coming off of us? They're terrible today. Is that better?
What?
So I put the radio between the two crystals. Maybe that'll clear it up a little bit or magnify it. Is that better? Does that work better? Can you test it? Okay, test 1, 2, 3.
No, it doesn't work that way.
I know. Hey, if they say it, I'm happy. Is we sound like the same voice 3 times. So it's not randomly skipping around, it's actually following the channels. It starts at the top, goes to the bottom, starts at the top again, goes to the bottom. So we shouldn't hear the same voice on several channels, unless it's the progressive meeting. Well, go backwards here. I think I run the bottom one.
Backwards, right?
Backwards. The channels are going backwards, like from the bottom to the top. Should always be. 11,000.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's going from the top to the bottom. Well, we're gonna have to leave here soon. Go. We do appreciate talking to you. We thank you for coming to this. They're being smartasses. Okay, I'm turning off the radio. Thank you for talking to us. Goodbye. Adios. Hasta luego. Auf Wiedersehen. Let's hope they come through better. I mean, we got a little bit of stuff. I mean, we got some. Sometimes they do a lot better, sometimes not as much, you know what I mean? But we can't control it. Alex is gonna turn the lights on. So did anybody get any spikes on their K2s? Flashlights didn't turn on? It's got one cat ball blinking at its place. Okay, he's gonna turn the lights on. I'm gonna count to 3. Close your eyes because it's gonna be bright. 1, 2, 3. So you were seeing like movement over here. I saw
I
something.
felt like about 4 times, everybody touched the back of my neck.
Yeah.
Behind me, but-
'Cause for a little while, I did see a shadow over here, about that tall, like not a full-grown adult, but it was right there in the corner for me. Did you ever see it? Or,
I didn't see over there, but I did see a little bit of movement.
like in this area?
Yeah.
Was it the shimmering stuff? Or?
Yeah. And then this lit up one and got real cold.
I was right here, and I just, out of the corner of my eyes, just see this black ball, like that, right in this area right here, and it was gone. So that doesn't happen often. But I did see something move, like right across, right above his head, something dark. I didn't see the shimmering thing. I've seen it before. We had a lady, she was sensitive. She's sitting in this chair, and I'm seeing something that just kind of went up to the chair like this, but I could only see about this much. And she goes, I said, something just moved right behind your chair. And she goes, yeah, is it tall? I said, I can't tell, I can only see part of it.
Yeah.
And she goes, it's a man, and he's standing above me looking down at me. She said he was tall. I was like, well, I can't see that. And we had this young lady, she was probably 13, 14, I think, here with her parents, and she's sitting right where you guys are. So one of our guys, he brought his daughter, she's 12, and she was sitting on the stairs. Kind of unnerved her a little bit because something pushed her. So she's like, okay, so she went and sat over here. Well, the girl said, there's somebody sitting up on the stairs again. And it looks just like Caddy, the girl that was there. And I could kind of see something. But then she's saying somebody's standing in the middle of the stairs. And I could barely make out the outline of a person right about the midpoint of the stair. I did ask the parents, is she sensitive? I don't think so. Well, she might be. She's seeing a lot more than we're seeing. So, but it's where you guys are at, great place to sit usually. A little bit slower tonight, and I apologize for that. I mean, can't do anything about that. We try our best to draw them out. A little bit tonight. We got a couple of the cards right, sort of. Best I could do. I mean, it's like I heard that 7 in there. I just heard it. It was like sort of like between the frequencies a little bit. Like that, and I was like, okay, I'll take that.
It's interesting to hear what y'all have experienced and all the stories about what's happening.
Well, and the paranormal stuff goes in cycles. So we started picking up on that when we were going to Minnesota. Like one weekend it'd be like, oh, and then the next week we'd have more activity, and next week more, and then start dropping off. It's like about 3 to 4 weeks cycle. And then occasionally, you know how like biorhythms that kind of stack up all of a sudden, and they just get real crazy. I think we're on a lower part of the cycle. We haven't quite figured it out in this place yet. We do know that weather affects it. Like right now, we got a lot of the planets lining up. I don't know that that affects anything. They're so far away. Almost no moon. People aren't crazy right now. It's pretty tame. That could have something to do with it. So we have figured out that a full moon actually does not do much. We have figured out that if there's a windstorm, the windstorm doesn't affect much at all. When we have thunderstorms, and before it rains, like you have lightning in the sky, it's going to be a good night. It just energizes everything. But as soon as it rains on the building, grounds it out. And so, but I'm going to close it out before I forget. Never forget that. So we are like the Uber for spirits. We can drag them around with this. Most of us, it's happened to it has probably happened to all of us in here. You just don't know it most of the time. This is how like your house suddenly becomes haunted. Something latched onto you and followed you to your house, and they like it there. So they're going to stay until you kick them out. They really can't travel by themselves. So what we do is we close it out. We tell them the rules, close the loopholes. It's like talking to teenagers sometimes. They're like, "Well, you didn't tell us that we couldn't paint the toilet purple." You know, it's like, well, it should be obvious, but you know, so we close the loopholes as good as we can. When you go into a place that gives you bad vibes, you feel like it's haunted. That's just didn't turn it off. You feel like the place is haunted. You got bad vibes from the place. You can say the same thing, you know, or something similar. The important thing is the intention of what you're saying. You need to be it. Okay. We have a lot of problem with people still getting haunted, and it's 99.9% of the time it's the alarm guys. They're like calling us up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, dude, told you. All right. So what I'm going to say it to the dead, to the spirits. To the spirits, thank you very much for coming through and talking with us. Seemed like you were having some problems tonight. It was difficult to talk with us. That's okay. We understand. Keep working on that card game. I want you guys to get better. I want to have fun with you guys. I was going to pay you guys $1 if you want it, but we'll try again next time. But we have rules that you must follow. Those rules are that you are not allowed to attach yourself to us. You are not allowed to attach yourself to our belongings. You are not allowed to follow us. You're not allowed to follow our belongings. You're not allowed to affect our dreams. You're not allowed to affect our lives in any way. When we leave this building, you cannot come with us. When we leave this building, our ties are severed. And that's it. Now, if we're in a place we heard growls, people got scratched, et cetera, really bad feeling in the room, then we have a totally, like a different closeout for that. So, I hope everybody had a good time. It's sort of unique. It was very slow. Like, it was slow, but we got a little bit of stuff. You know, I like it when everybody can witness something cool, you know, but we got the cat ball. It's rare. It is rare. I can't believe the flashlights didn't turn on. Usually, I'd say 9 times out of 10, man, the flashlights are going nuts. So I was hoping you guys could see that. If usually when that happens, it's a really weird phenomenon. They are ice cold. Like you can, they're like they're in the refrigerator. Colder than metal should be in a room like this. So, but I don't know what happened. And nobody got scratched. We don't charge extra for that. So if you want to see, I got pictures of scratches if you want to see them. We got a picture of Abuelita. So I didn't even mention to you guys, you could take pictures. Sorry.
Yeah, Kira took some.
Did you? Yeah, the cool thing is with new phones is you have what's called night shot. And it takes like 5 or 6 seconds to expose, I guess. And then it teams up with AI. And then with the AI, it will take the what it sees and forms it into what it thinks it is. So I'm not saying that's what these are, but so picture a woman in a Victorian dress, like one of those layered ones, and she's standing kind of like this, about 45-degree angle, with her hands in front of her like that. She's got no head.
Okay,
You see the
yeah.
V in her dress.
Right.
And you see straight down her neck. Yeah. And then behind her is a pig's head. I can't explain the pig's head. Here's the V in her dress. It's like an empty dress. And we got several full body apparitions pictures. This is at the Gateway Hotel. And then some of the scratches we've seen, this poor lady, she got scratched from her neck down to her butt. Underneath the bra strap, underneath 2 shirts. And you see how they swell up. It felt like she was getting a tattoo on her back, on her spine. Pregnant at the time. So she was freaking out pretty bad. That's me, I get scratched all the time. This poor girl, she got scratched 3 different times. This wasn't here. This one was in DeSoto.
Remember one of the persons who told us what DeSoto hotels it is. That's what I'm kind of thinking about.
You know, that's a pretty valid thing. But we've had them at the DeSoto, we've had them at the Gateway, we've had them here. Amador? Did we get scratches at the Amador? So in a lot of different places, and you know that it wasn't a cat.
Well, I didn't like a real cat. I didn't like some sort of dirt thing.
Yeah.
As a cat.
Well, I actually, she got scratched there too. She got scratched on the abdomen, but that wasn't cool. But so I studied the scratches to figure out what causes scratches. So what are ghosts? Like what are spirits? They're electrical energy, right? And this team of, I believe they're Japanese scientists, and they applied electricity to, I think it was low frequency electricity to skin, and it swelled up. It had that same response. It's like an allergic response. So if you get scratched, say you get scratched on the arm, you're going to feel a burning sensation. And if you watch it, it'll turn red. But then within about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5, and it'll start swelling up. So it takes
There it is.
and then 20 minutes later, it's gone. Everybody's never there. We tell people, take a picture of it now. It's gonna go away. Now, if it breaks the skin, it actually scars.
Yeah, they were.
So I had one right here that sometimes it's
Everything is on.
happened like
Yes, that's
12,
what I had.
13 years ago. My very first, well, second or third time I was at the DeSoto, I got scratched on the neck. And I was like, oh my God, it burns. Why is it burning? I didn't know I got scratched. I went to take a shot. That's when I felt it. It broke the skin. Oh,
Tablet.
tablet. What do I do with it?
There you go.
Okay.
So they can
Oh.
access everything.
Oh yeah,
else.
if you guys scan this, you can access what we filmed tonight. And if you listen with earbuds, you'll hear more on, because there's the speakers right there, or the microphones right there. And in this way, if you listen with earbuds, you'll hear more on the Spirit Box, on your earbuds, your headphones than you.
Right.
So you had some good answers. So hopefully everybody had a good time. It was slow. We have those sometimes. You guys know what you want, man. I stopped in Bowman on the way to Florida. I drove my mom's truck from Florida. I didn't realize I was that long, especially Texas. But stopped in Beaumont, stayed there overnight. There's a lot of refineries there. Water tasted like oil.
That's where Rolls was discovered. Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Lucas Fish.
Oil over there. Almost did a job with the oil fields there. Almost. I should have a job with the board, so okay. But I think I made a good choice.
Right.
But hopefully everybody had fun.
Yes.
You guys know where you're at?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna Google Maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They even do a live walking now. The frog. All of the balloon floating here.
Oh, yeah. It's really fun. I haven't been there yet.
It was amazing. We went to Prague and we took a train to Vienna.
Oh,
And I was ready to turn around and go back to Prague. But more comfortable and it was just more
Yeah.
relaxed.
I spent time in a couple, I've been to Paris a few times. I don't really like France. Didn't like it, I didn't think I would like it at all. Excellent street. Yeah, upstairs. Yeah, you can wait up in the lobby. So, yeah. Oh, if you guys are still on, I am sorry. Didn't mean to abandon you guys. Alex is gonna shut you guys off in a little bit. Hopefully you caught some stuff on the Spirit Box tonight. Such a slow night. Can't do anything about it. I mean, we walked in and man, we could feel the vibe in here, but it just didn't. They just weren't interested in talking to us, or they couldn't, or something. But I mean, it happens, you know. Paranormal investigations, this sort of thing does happen. So, I think Alex is coming back. Thank you for watching. They're still on there, right? Are they still on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you for watching, Switchers. See you next time.